Good morning, my electrolytes. How y'all doing today? So I'm gonna do a video on Dcigs. Now, just be forewarned, I don't hate Dcigs. I have nothing against him. I love his content. I do. I love his content. Been subscribed to him since 2010. But in this video, I feel like he just took a little misstep is all, and I just want to correct some of the points that he may have went wrong in. So just be forewarned, I don't hate this content or I have nothing against Dcigs at all. I just feel like he misstep a little bit in his points. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's see what we're dealing with today, and let's have a positive video.
Welcome to another episode of Dcigs I.
Hey, Dcigs, you're on an episode of Electric Rants, man. How does that feel? How does that feel? Anyway, I love the intro, and I loved where he's gonna start at. But like I said in this video, he just takes a few missteps, is all. I have nothing against the guy. I just feel like he took a few missteps, is all. So, let's see. We're in the video where he took the missteps, and I will correct it professionally and cordially as I can.
Everyone has education, but I am the only Negro with Dcigs. And I have decided to Dcigs you guys a warning to all of the big YouTuber bullies.
Okay, I'm not going to go off of that statement alone to make my judgment. Fair point. I'm not going to do that. I'll allow you to make your fair piece and your statement here. So let's see where you're going to go with this, okay? Okay.
Now, when I say bullies, I don't truly mean that these YouTubers are bullies. I just didn't know what the hell to title this damn video.
Okay, fair point. All right, I'll give you that. Point for you, I'll give you that. All right.
So there you have it. There are a couple of YouTubers who have a large following that has criticized and made fun of other YouTubers or children.
Yes, I do agree that Leafy's content has gotten cringy of late, and the videos on the children need to calm down a little bit, and the roasting of the children needs to calm down just a little bit. It does need to calm down. But iDubbbz, when he makes fun of other YouTubers, he does it in like a like slick comedic way that most comedians do. These little subtle jabs, not like the big, in your face jabs. You know what I'm saying? That's what brilliant comedians do. They just don't put it out on their own front for you. They just make you think a little bit and they're like, oh yeah, you can make fun of this person without putting like a little all the way out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does. And yes, I do agree that Leafy's content is cringy. Yes, that's why I'm unsubscribed from Leafy. Yeah, I agree that his content's a little cringy, and that he needs to tone down the roasting children a little bit. So,
On this platform called YouTube. Now, I'm not bossing anyone around, and I'm not telling anyone what type of content to upload on their channel.
okay, I agree with you. Don't go bossing people around on their channels and telling them what to do. That's a fair point. I agree with you on that. Don't go bossing around other YouTubers and tell them what you can do on their channels, because you're not in charge of that channel at all whatsoever. So, I do agree with you on that.
This is simply a warning to you. If you continue to upload videos making fun of young ladies, making fun of children, making fun of other YouTubers, being overly critical of them, you will ruin their lives with your videos.
Where I feel you took the first misstep at that Tana Mojo, the first person you showed on here, she was the one poking the bear, and she's the one that messed with iDubbbz in the first place. She's the one that told iDubbbz, I hope you break your legs and you lose all your subscribers. And what a terrible person he is when iDubbbz didn't even do anything wrong. He's just being classic iDubbbz, what he does. She's the one that messed with him in the first place. So that's where that is at. Tana Mojo is the one that messed with items in the first place. She's the one that initiated everything. Do I agree they were both a little wrong? Yes. But she looked even worse as a result of that. And as a result of all the backlash, you know what she did? She went and apologized to iDubbbz and said, I'm sorry for what I did. So some backlash is good from fans, like audience members and all that. I do agree a little bit like that all the backlash sometimes is a little bit too much. Some is not warranted at all. Some is just being trolls and all that crap. I do agree with that. And it's not warranted. And like I said, I do agree with you with the Leafy thing. He needs to tone down the children videos and roasting the children. Make them someone your own age is what I say. So I do agree with you on that. But I feel you took a misstep on the iDubbbz thing, and I do agree with you on Leafy. I do. That's where I stand on this. So I hope you notice that, okay?
Because your fans are going to be overly critical, and your fans will then raid other people's channels, other people's Twitters, other people's Instagrams, other people's lives, and many people's lives are being destroyed. Many people's lives are going down the drain.
Dcigs. I do agree, like some of the fans can be overly critical and overly annoying, like Leafy's fans. Leafy's fans are annoying. I do agree that Leafy fans are annoying and that they're the worst. Like if you even criticize Leafy, they will come to your video and dislike it automatically without even looking at the content. I do agree with that. That those fans are overly critical. I do. But us as content creators, when we upload here on YouTube, we cannot control what our fans do. Our fans are people just like us. And whatever the fans do is not on our hands whatsoever. Yes, can the fans do some messed up stuff? Yes, they can. Like messing with people's lives, doxing. I do not agree with any of that. Bullying, doxing, messing with people's lives, family. That's just going a little too far. Going a little too far and invading the person's life and ruining the person's life like that. That's going too far. I do agree. Yeah, I agree that some fans can go too far. Yes, 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 altogether. That's where I stand on this issue about like the fans. But us as content creators, we can't control what they do. Do they go a little far? Yes. But we can't control that. They're people, just like us. And they have their own minds to make up. So I hope you understand that, okay?
Now, I'm not saying these people that lives are being fucked with or fucked up is good people. I'm not saying that.
Fucking nigger. Growing up in Vegas, everybody said those words, and I didn't even know that they were considered racist at all. They were in rap songs, and I totally thought it just meant like homie or like.
I agree that Tana Mojo is terrible and like her content is terrible too. And she exaggerates things for her storytime videos. My stance on when like the N word is like she did use it in a racist context, so yeah, it was racist. Yes. She's just feigning and feigning an excuse for that. Yes. She's not that good of a person. But my stance on where like the N word is, it depends on the context that you're using. Seriously, it really depends on the context. If you're singing like a song or like a joke or something like that, and you're not black, it's fine. I don't care. To be honest with you, that's just me, in my opinion. That's just how I think, and that's just my stance on it. I'm not gonna force everybody to conform to that. That's just how I feel, and that's just my stance. Yes, on the issue, Dcigs. So I do agree she's a terrible person. Yes, I agree with that. But like I said, the backlash was good. She ended up apologizing to iDubbbz and admitting what she did was wrong. So yay for points, and yay. So some backlash is good. I'm not saying all backlash is good, but some is. Some could force positive changes, some could force negative changes. So I do agree with you. She is a terrible YouTuber. Yes, just exaggerate things for storytime things altogether. Okay. All right.
Friend.
But what I am saying is there is a time and a place on a main channel where you have millions of followers. I don't believe it is smart or the right place to dissect, to degrade, and humiliate people. in a hole because of your fans being so hardcore and gung-ho for you. They will ruin the lives of these people you criticize in your videos.
It's a good one. There is a time and a place for you to dissect and degrade a YouTuber on your channel. I agree, like more like people like Leafy or something like that should do it professionally or cordially, but that's just me. I can't go around telling people what to do on their channels. No, I can't do that. But yes, there is a time and a place on the main channel to do that. But if you're going to do that, do it professionally and cordially. And we're gonna use some insults, at least use it in a funny comedic way and not jabbing at the person altogether. He's using a funny comedic way to make a point or something like that, he says. So yes, I do agree that like there's a time and place on the main channel to dissect because your fans are so crazy for you, like Leafy fans um, will go after you if you even attack Leafy whatsoever or you say anything negative about his character. So yes, I do agree with you on that, but you can't go around telling people to do that, okay? That's where like I stand on the issue, okay?
And this is where the warning comes into play.
Okay, fair point. Let's see what the warning is and let's see what you're gonna say, my man. Take it away.
Not today, hopefully, or tomorrow, or in a week. But a time will come where one of you big YouTubers who like being overcritical of other YouTubers, there will become a point where someone will not have the hard or strong enough feelings to take your criticism and your hundreds of thousands of fans' criticisms, and one day someone will hurt themselves.
Like I said, I don't agree with bullying at all. Bullying another person just because the person you like criticize them or something like that is not encouraged by me. And I'm 100% with Dcigs. Don't go bullying or being overly critical like that. Just give your honest opinion, but don't be a jerk about it. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. I don't encourage bullying whatsoever. But sometimes some of the people that they criticize feign ignorance and say, "Oh, I can't take this criticism; it's a threat on my life." But do I encourage bullying? No, I don't say that whatsoever. But sometimes criticism is warranted. Constructive criticism, I say. When somebody criticizes somebody else on their YouTube channel and as someone you like and they criticize them, try to go give that person constructive criticism instead of like I say, hey, I don't like this video because of this, this, and that. Yes, granted there will be negative comments, yes, but don't be a jerk about it. But they're just negative comments. Go on with your life. To be honest with you. But no, I don't want nobody hurting themselves over a negative comment here on the internet. No, not saying that. Not saying that at all. Not whatsoever. So I do agree that bullying is not the right thing to do, and being overly critical and just being a jerk is not the best option for you. So I'm with D6 on this one. He made a good point.
Or God forbid commit suicide, and you will have a level of percentage of responsibility, even though what you are doing is just a funny critical video of someone's ignorance. That person will not take it that way.
Yes, I do agree. Most people won't take it that way, and most people see it as a personal attack on themselves. Yes, but sometimes you need to laugh at yourself. Sometimes you do. But do I encourage people to go and bully the person until they commit suicide in real life? No, whatsoever. I'm 100% against that. I'm an advocate against that whatsoever. I'm against that. So as long as you're not being a jerk towards them on your channel or anything like that, as long as you're just giving constructive criticism and saying, hey, this is where I feel you went wrong in this and wrong in that, it's fine. It's warranted. But I do agree that fans will go too far. But you cannot control what your fans do. But if the person commits suicide, you will be responsible. Yes, that is agreed upon. you will be responsible. You feel a level of sympathy for that person because they committed suicide because your fans went and attacked them. Yes. I don't encourage bullying. No, I don't do that whatsoever. I don't encourage it. But sometimes some criticism is warranted, and if you do it in like a funny way, to where it's not you're not being a jerk towards the person, say, I don't encourage bullying or nothing like that on my channel. Don't go attack this person or like that. It's fine, Dcigs. I'm agreeing with you mostly with this. Like I said, most of this video, sometimes he does take a misstep, but there's times I will agree with him in this video whatsoever. It's not an attack video. It's just saying he messed up in some places. That's about it.
And that person will hurt themselves in the future if you do not calm down with the overly posting of critical hate on other YouTubers. Now, am I saying not to talk shit? I'm the king of talking shit. I love making fun of other individuals. I've made fun of other YouTubers, but never on my main channel.
I do agree, like oversaturation or overposting or making fun of other YouTubers on the daily is not warranted whatsoever. Doing that is just basically attention whorish on your part. If you're gonna keep doing that every single time, no. Here on my channel, I'll only do it every now and then. I'm not gonna do it every single day. So I do agree with you that attention whorish. You need to chill with that. If you're gonna make fun of a YouTuber, go ahead. I encourage it, but don't overly post it and don't make so many parts about it. End it to where you make a good point, or if you're gonna make a series out of it, just make it 2 parts or 3 parts long. Don't make it like 16 parts or something like that. And that's going way too far, and that's oversaturation on YouTube, and that's spamming. So I do agree, like the overcritical posting of people and other big YouTubers and all that, it's fine. And yes, I like to talk crap on some people too, and like some people here on my channel too, like Dcigs G. I like some racist people here on my channel, and like Marina, shut up. I do that, but I do it in a professional and cordial way. I do that the way it proves my point. That way, I don't look like a child, like that's just throwing a tantrum everywhere. So my final point is, yes, you don't need to overly saturate it and don't overly post things about a big YouTuber. If you're gonna make a series on a big YouTuber or something like that, make it 2 parts or 3 parts long. Don't make it 16 parts or something like that. Don't do that. No, that's way too much. And I feel like you're dedicating your life way too much to them, and you're staying all the hours drinking your coffee, dedicating your life too much to them. So I do agree. Oversaturation of that is terrible.
Never on a big platform where hundreds of thousands or millions of people can see it. But if you're doing videos, posting them on YouTube, on your main channel with millions of followers, that's going to stay there for months, if not years. After someone hurts themselves, after your harsh treatment of them and your fans blasting their accounts and channels into oblivion, YouTube will be highly overly critical of anyone posting any more videos about any other YouTubers, roasting or in their eyes bullying. This is simply a warning. I mean, who am I? I'm just some fat nigga with low views and a gavel that likes talking shit.
Agreed. I got nothing to say, man. Agreed. Agreed, man. I agree with you.
You just been sigiskated, and now our class is out of session. You've been warned.
Oh, my electrolytes. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this was not an attack video on Dcigs' character or anything like that. I just feel he took a little bit of missteps in this video. Most of this video, I do agree with him on some things, but I just elaborate on some of the things that where he went wrong at. So it's not a personal attack video on him or nothing like that. So I love his content. I always have since 2010. But I just feel he took a little missteps in this video. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. See you in the next video, and stay awesome.